Welcome to Cards of Insight, where we discuss all things tarot. And I'm Greg, and I live in London.
Anna here, joining you all the way from sunny Brazil.
Susan here. I'm here in Canada.
And Pavlina, greetings from London, UK.
And we are all tarot readers. It's Halloween festival, and
Almost.
I was almost.
Yeah.
So, what would be more appropriate than some Halloween questions? So, but I thought this would also be the perfect moment or the opportunity to show how we actually put cards in certain positions to mean certain things, to extract more information from the question and actually get a better understanding. And obviously, we always like to try and offer a remedy, so we will have a slot for remedy as well. So, do we have any questions? Shall we start?
I think we
Yeah,
have
sure.
Halloween questions, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's a question called ghosts and what's haunting you right now. But what do we mean by ghosts?
Problems that afflict you, but you may not really see them, or you don't know what they are or why they come.
So, like,
Right.
sort of hidden, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you
Yeah,
don't know
very
about.
hidden. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I've got the deck here today.
All right.
Look
So
at
we
that,
got
it's a brand new one, right?
brand new one off of eBay.
Old
It's
but
been
goody.
to places.
Yeah.
It's been to
Yeah.
many places.
It's got
Yes.
experience, a tarot deck with
Yeah.
experience. I like it.
Yes.
Super seasoned.
Okay, so we've got positional meanings for our Halloween spread. And our first question is ghosts. And we've got two positions there. We've got a position for the situation, which will sort of tell us the situation. Can be a confirmation card as well. And then we'll have another slot for remedy next to it.
So do you want me
So,
to shuffle the deck, yeah?
yeah, with your
And
brand new...
also outcome, right? We've actually got three.
We've
right?
got three. We've got situation, remedy, and outcome. That's right, Susan. Sorry about that. That's my bad grammar.
I shuffle the deck.
So the three positions for ghosts will be situation, remedy, and outcome.
Okay.
So, Pavlina.
Sorry, I
three
can't
good
shuffle.
cards. Neither can I.
Yeah, I know. People say I can't shuffle. Okay. So, three cards. Look at that. It's doing
So,
very well, right?
temperance,
Mm-hmm.
seven of wands, and the knight of swords.
So, ooh.
Situation, remedy, and outcome.
Interesting that temperance is not the remedy,
Yeah.
Ooh.
or the solution, I should say.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Okay, why? Explain, Anna.
Well,
Explain the situation, please.
temperance, it's very sweet. There's an angel and all that, but temperance might be a person who is always trying to bring peace to two people who are constantly bickering and fighting with each other. They act a bit like a buffer. They are peacemakers, but sometimes you reach a point in which you're tired of trying to make peace or keeping everybody satisfied. And that remedy is just saying, keep off. I don't want to deal with you guys anymore. That's the seven of wands. I mean, you're
Yep.
kicking those wands away. Enough. I mean, it might be a problem solver in a company. It might be a person everybody runs to when something goes wrong, and they try to, do whatever they can to, maintain the balance in the working place. But this person is tired. They just want, to stay away from problems and demands and things like that. And the outcome is that once they do that, they will see, they will get a bit more respect from this person, because the Knight of Swords is somebody, it's a court people look at and say, oh my God, just keep away from this dude because he means business. So I think you need to impose yourself a little bit more wherever you are. You need to man up and say, listen, is this your problem? You solve them. I'm tired. I'm going to run for the things I care about and the things that I have to deal with. It makes perfect sense to me. It's a person who has been too quiet, too mild, a bit of a doormat for too long. They have to impose themselves.
Okay. So if I was asking the person, because that temperance, I mean, does it pertain to work, personal life? Is it their
Yeah, it
friends?
depends. Yeah, it depends
So
on the
yeah, well,
context. We
yeah,
don't know.
that's
Yeah.
why. Well, that's why you have to
Mm-hmm.
keep it a little bit generic, and because
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we could be more specific. So if this was, because you mentioned work, so if this was a family situation,
For
this is one of
example. Yeah.
those. For
Uh-huh.
example, the temperance is one of those people that tries to keep the family together, organizes
Mm-hmm.
holidays, make
Yeah.
sure everybody
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
fair
Mm-hmm.
treatment,
Yeah.
if
The
you want to put
brothers
it
don't
that way.
fight, and yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Things like
and
that.
sort
Yeah.
of doing. Who said it's parenting is not easy? Okay,
No.
but
No.
the temperance seems to be doing a good job. Okay, but then you have to ask yourself at what cost.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because the remedy, as you pointed out, is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is pride, but the Seven of Wands is pride, but it's about they have to resist it. They have to fight back and say enough is enough. I mean, there's a lot of those
Yeah.
sticks
Yeah.
there,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's an
I mean,
enough
he's
and it is
brave.
enough card. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's brave. There's lots of sticks there. So you've got to tell a few people, no, enough is enough is enough. So you've got to
Mm-hmm.
do it more than once, and you've got to be persistent, and you've got to be doing it when you least expect it as well, because they'll always sort of, I mean, when people need a favor from you, they seem to time it quite well when they ask you, don't they, as well? So you need to
Mm-hmm.
watch out for that. Don't fall for it. And then the outcome is like the Knight of Swords. It's like, phew. It's like you will
Yeah.
get out the situation fast, but you need to
Mm-hmm.
act quick. And the ones is it's a quick reactor.
Uh-huh.
It
It might
looks like it's
even
going to get you out the situation pretty quick. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
if you
It
if
might
you
even it might even give a people impression that you're being a bit snappy when you answer back and when you say no, I'm not doing it, or it's your problem, you deal with it. They may feel
yeah.
that, that you're kind of running against the wind there. You're being a little bit harsh or, short with your answers. But if that's what needs to be done, then that's what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm picking up on what both of you are saying, and I guess well, now I'm looking at temperance a little differently here, and I can see, oh yeah, they're the angel and they're always balancing, but they're not feeling very satisfied within themselves because
Mm-hmm.
they don't they're a little tired of this constant peacemaker,
Mm-hmm.
uh, this hat that they're wearing, and they don't feel they're really being honest. And that's what I feel like Seven of Wands. To me, that's like an argument within themselves. They're trying to people please, right? And that's not getting them anywhere because they don't feel like they're really answering or addressing the issues that are going on, whether they're at work or at home. And so in the end, they're saying, I need to be more this Knight of Swords. I need to be more clear. I feel more clear and to the point. And yes, it may not win them any a hero worship, but I think they're tired of that because they don't feel like they're being really honest and really settling the issues. I think the issues just keep going round and round, and they just keep trying to be the mediator. And I think now they're saying, well, I'll be a mediator, but I'm going to be very different. I'm going to be very blunt and really mediate for a solution. So that's what I feel with the Knight of Swords. He's just going to be more ballsy, if you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think
Calvino, what do
it's
you?
it's high time it happens because the quint, if I'm not mistaken, is 21,
yeah.
the world.
Mm,
So yeah, it's time, it's time you close that circle and moved on.
Yeah,
It's been too much. It's been
exactly.
too much.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And
Pavlina, you were saying something.
Oh, no. I think, like the person maybe, when what's haunting the person is avoidance. Very
Mm-hmm.
big
Yeah,
avoidance, as you
Yeah.
mentioned.
it can be too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because they
Avoidance
don't
of what?
want to,
Confrontation, right?
yeah, they don't
Yeah.
want to
Mm-hmm.
face the
Mm-hmm.
situation. They are avoiding it, but they are emotionally drowning inside of that because they manage it, but they are
Mm-hmm.
emotionally drowning in. So
Mm-hmm.
with the 7 of Wands, that says like clearly, look, you pick up one thing and do one thing right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just complete it. Knight of Swords says complete it. Pick up one wand, complete one thing. Don't do everything together because maybe the person is overwhelmed, by many things as well to do. That's why they are staying in their shelf and just managing what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
also the most important thing, the question, it's the ghost. So I'll go probably as far to say is they're not aware how much it's actually affecting them that they need to do
Yeah.
this because
Yeah.
it's a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And if you look at the cards, the Knight of Swords is moving directly towards the guy that's fighting the other ones. So he probably blames himself
yeah,
for
Yes, I
having done this
agree
for
with
so
that.
long. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's self-blame. I mean, you let this happen, not the
Yeah.
others.
I mean, you can always take more cards to find out why they're not saying anything or putting up with it.
Yes,
But
of course.
but that's not the question. We didn't ask why. We were asking what. Hey, like the
Mm-hmm.
ghost.
Yeah.
and
And
if it's
how
not
to
real,
remedy it and what the best solution is.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And maybe if it's not real ghost, it's a ghost in a river. So it's
Yeah. If it's a ghost, yeah. Yeah. A phantom, a spirit
We're
or
the
something. Yeah.
now
spirit.
we're
So
It's a
gonna
Loch Ness. Maybe it's a Loch Ness.
you could really
yeah.
say that the card in the middle, the 7 of Wands, causes the Knight of Swords. So I would say to the person, if you don't do what the 7 of Wands is doing, you're going to have a different outcome.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it seems
Yeah.
obvious, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Uh-huh.
need to point out that that card in the middle is the key, and
Yeah.
the Knight of Swords is explaining what would happen if you use that as a remedy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, the outcome of the action taken.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
it's all about that middle
The
card.
7. Yeah. Uh-huh. Good point.
Okay, do you have more questions, Greg? More
We
Halloween
do,
questions.
we
Yeah, we
do.
have another
Yeah,
spread.
it's a Halloween question. Possession.
No. How
No.
about a
Okay.
candy apple?
No,
Candy
candy apple.
apple.
That's right.
Yeah.
Candy apple. Right. And we have two positions for that: obstacle and solution. And what is a candy apple? Anyone?
They're sweet,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
right?
very
Candy
sweet.
apples are sweet and they're bobbing around and you got to duck your head into the water. And it's
Yeah.
usually fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fun
So
and
what's the
sweet.
question
Yeah.
with this? What's this question with this candy apple?
Right. How to make your life sweeter. And we've got two positions. We've got obstacle and we've got solution.
Mhm.
So obstacle implying what are you doing that's not making it happy? See?
Mhm.
Because obstacle, what's
Yeah,
stopping
how are
you?
you not? Yeah.
What's
What
keeping sweetness away from your life?
yes, yes,
Or why
exactly.
can't I get that apple? I've been ducking in my head in the water and
Yeah,
why am I
yeah.
not getting it?
Yes. So we'll have the
Well,
obstacle and the
I
Bobbing
think
solution.
around.
obstacle is obvious.
Okay. Oh, I know what that is already, right? And then
Oh,
solution.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
God.
Get a fork
Yeah, get
to
it.
hold that
Fork,
to
yeah.
hold that apple in place. Bless you.
Yeah. Well, I look at the Knight of Pentacles. It's like he's probably looking. You know how the waters are, or the apples usually bobbing around in a tub of water, and he's just sitting there watching it bob around, right? Bobbity 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 bob. So, in other words, he's not acting at doing anything to make things different. And the other card says, well, just duck your head into that friggin' water and bite into the apple and end it. End this constant bobbing around and avoidance. That's what I feel is what the cards are saying.
Yeah, so basically you're saying that it's not, it might be a strong word, but it would be fear. Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Knight of Pentacles, he wants to do it perfect. He wants things to absolutely be impeccable and do things. No, for me to be happy, I need this, but I also need that. And to have that, I also need this other thing here. And I have to program my life well, and everything has to be in place. And you see, the person thought so much that the thoughts killed him. Look at all those swords. So maybe the solution is just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Stop thinking, stop elaborating, stop programming yourself, stop thinking about the repercussions and the consequences. Just do it. Just do it. Enough.
Stop procrastinating.
Yeah, that's overthinking. I mean, this guy thought so much that the thoughts killed him.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You know?
pretty rough for sweet, right? But
Yeah. You could also say it's like what my one friend said to me once. He said, "Don't rush into anything, man." I was stressed about something, and I told him, and he says, "Don't rush into anything, man." And honestly, I just waited 3 days, and it just magically cured itself. But anyway, so the Knight of Pentacles reminds me of the same thing. So instead of rushing into something now, he's actually sitting back and watching and letting people come to him, you see, and he's observing things and watching his surroundings better, doing a bit more patient, not jumping into things, taking time and being more strategic about what you do and your plans and your holiday and where you focus your time. So I would say this person's being a little bit Knight of Wands and just jumping into things and just doing things for the sake of doing them. I would say sit back and plan things a little bit more, and you'll appreciate them more. Because the solution of the Ten of Swords in this particular situation speaks of nailing something down, like you really got it. So if you plan to go like on a trip somewhere, a little short holiday, and you want to maximize your time, you manage to see everything you could possibly see in that short amount of time. You nailed everything down. There was like nothing left. And that's what that Ten of Swords is representing to me. So the whole message is to don't rush into anything. Rather take your time and look into things and make the time that you spend what you're doing more valuable and get more out of it, and allow other people to make suggestions as well. Wait and see what other people say. If they've got a partner, I'd say, well, see what ideas your partner has and do things like that. And like I said before, he makes careful moves. The Knight of Pentacles has got lots of patience, the most patience in the deck, I think. And so when he makes a decision, his time is on his side. And what that's telling me is just to be more patient when you make decisions, in short, and you will nail your time down, good and proper, good and
Yeah.
proper. Yeah.
If I come
isn't
back,
that fascinating how two people read it in absolutely opposite ways?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
that's fascinating. That's how meanings are really difficult to define, because it really depends on how you see the cards that you see and how you interpret them, and what intuition works and how it works. So fascinating. Sorry, Pavlina.
no,
ahead.
No,
no,
yeah, it was worth mentioning that. Yes. No, definitely.
yeah, but I wanted to come back to the original question, because the question
Yeah.
was how to make your life
Make your
sweet.
life sweeter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the
Yes.
first card, this is obstacle, right? An obstacle is you stay at home, you are stuck, you are just comfortable what you have, you are at
Yeah,
home
waiting.
nothing and waiting for the things, and Ten of Swords is clearly saying, look, you have to explore the other horizons, because for me this guy is not that. He's looking to the foreign countries and he's overwhelmed because he speaks foreign languages, right?
Okay.
So it's about maybe expanding the horizon where the person wants to go and maybe make the list, what you want to experience and do, because uh swords are actions, and Knight of Pentacles is stuck at home, right? Looking after his coin and doing
And
this.
he could be daydreaming and thinking it'd be
Yeah.
nice to go to another country, but he's not really doing anything to
No
make
action.
that happen.
Not taking
Yeah.
any action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely stationary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
the
if that was an obstacle, it's because they're not doing anything, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the solution is not easy because the person is like doesn't want to go do anything.
And if we want to investigate, as happened with the previous spread, if we want to investigate why is the person not moving? It could be out of laziness. It could be out of fear. It could be out of, wanting to be perfect. We would need another card. Absolutely.
Yes. Only
Well,
but we-
question.
and if you look at the 10, it's when you add up the cards, it's the wheel. It's a
Mhm.
it's a wheel card. So in other words, you have to change in
Yeah.
order for
Have to
him
move.
You
You have to move.
You
Yeah,
have to
ride the
move. You have
horse.
to move
Mhm,
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune says you have to move.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so more questions?
Yeah. We've got one, possession. Possession is, what we mean by that is what drives you. And for that question, we have got 4 positions. Because and the 4 positions for what drives you is we've got passion, obstacle, channel, and outcome.
Okay, so 4 cards. So this is
Yes. 4
bigger
cards.
spread. Okay.
So if I were doing the reading, because people may have more than one passion, the one
What
that would
else
come
you
up for
can
me
get?
was the one that would be the most
Ooh.
impactful for the person.
So look at that.
So,
You
ooh.
have a full passion.
Oh my
Hey,
Wow.
nice
God.
one.
Yeah.
Well, passion,
He,
you're full.
he or she is an adventurer.
Oh, and the sun.
Ooh, another major. What if we got
Oh,
all
And that's meant to
majors?
be an obstacle.
No. There comes
Channel
And the
is the
star.
queen.
Oh
The
my
queen.
God, look
Star.
at them. Yeah.
So when we say channel, do we mean focus? Where we need
What
to
they
focus?
need to, the channel within themselves.
We need a crystal, Pavlina.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will bring the crystal then. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
No, we need an opaque crystal to cover her nudity.
Damn.
Oh, the
Okay,
cover
well,
of unity.
A fig leaf.
my,
Yeah, paper, whatever.
Yeah.
YouTube.
got
It
small
doesn't. It
collection.
doesn't like
Which one it is?
nudity.
Which
Yeah, we'll
one it
get
is?
one tiger eye. A tiger
Yeah,
eye is
tiger eye.
fine.
There
Okay.
you go.
Tiger
That'll
eye.
do.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
it.
There you
That's
go.
It's an earth.
No,
it's
you
an
have to
earth.
cover her nudity.
The
Oh,
nudity,
nudity.
the,
Oh my
Yes.
God. I'm sorry
baby.
about that, guys. Damn it.
The
No,
star's
not the
also
kid.
nude.
No, not the
Oh.
kid, the woman. The
Okay.
woman.
This is plus 18 channel, guys. Okay.
Oh my.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. PG-13. Okay.
Now we can just, yeah. Just,
All right.
everybody knows what's happening there.
So we've got the Fool, the Sun, the Queen of Swords, and the Star. And it's passion, obstacle, channel, and outcome.
Okay. Beautiful card for
Passion.
passion, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
a nice ambition, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Anybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, the Fool lives a stress-free life. And this person has a passion. You could say a passion for trying things new, a passion for the
Mhm.
unknown, a passion
Mhm.
for hiking, a passion just for traveling, a passion for trying new partners, new
For
adventures,
taking risks.
taking
Yeah,
risks.
Risks.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah,
definitely.
a risk
Yes,
taker.
A
yes.
risk
Risk taker.
taker. Sometimes reckless, but a risk taker.
Well, you don't take a
Yeah.
Absolutely.
chance, you don't stand a chance, eh?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And there goes the obstacle. Very clear, too.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about such a nice card being an obstacle. There's like the sun.
Well,
Well,
and that's just it. You could see it as a reverse card too.
Yeah,
And
too blasé about things, not
yeah,
taking things too
but if you
seriously.
look at it, yeah, so it kind of says, well, the sun to me and the naked child there, and the fact that they made it over the wall, but maybe the risks have caught up with them because it's saying, it's all fine and dandy to take all these risks, but there seems to be like they're looking for some sort of stability, or there needs stability. They need to take that robe and wrap it around themselves. That child is kind of flittering with it in the sun, but they're saying, no, I think you need to wrap yourself up in it and be more cautious than you have
yeah,
been.
because you
Yeah, because
see, whether we think about it or not, that's a kid. So it
Yeah.
might be that this risk taking is bordering immaturity. It's getting to a point where the risks are not worth taking. I mean, because they're too dangerous. See, the kid is so infatuated with himself and so exhilarating about riding a horse. He's vulnerable. He might fall, he might get hurt, and he's not seeing the red flag. There's a huge red flag there, and the kid is not looking at the red flag. It doesn't see it.
Yeah.
So I think the risk taking has to be a bit more mature and a bit moderated somehow, because the person is being too exposed. That kid is completely exposed. It might get sunburned, it might fall. I mean, there's no notion of danger. That's what I feel. The person
Yeah.
doesn't
And there's no
understand
bridle
that
on the
and
the
horse,
maybe
consequences, yeah, the
saddle.
the
consequences of, yeah,
consequences, yeah, the son doesn't realize the seriousness of their risks
no,
or the
no.
consequences of it.
It feels wonderful, but it may burn you too. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's moderation. We would need a
Yeah.
temperance there to moderate the
Yes.
sun.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it can be seen as immature, yes. The
yeah.
decisions they make.
Which
Yeah.
makes sense now for the channel. They need to channel the Queen of Swords, who is a practical
Mhm.
person.
Yeah.
And
Who's
they're
looking to the future, right? Out to the
and
outcome.
strategic. Yeah, they're very, very practical, and they put things straight. They don't speak in fluffy language, but they need to be a lot. If they're going to climb a mountain, then they need to plan for it. They need to have guides, or they need, and I'm just exaggerating, say if it was a mountain climbing trip or whatever, because I'm looking at the fool jumping off into anywhere. And this queen is saying, no, you need to now be more practical and more realistic in what you're thinking of what you want to do. It doesn't say they don't take risks, they don't enjoy, because that's a passion, right? It's not going to disappear, but they're now at an age where it's saying, okay, if you're going to do these kind of things, you now have to be more practical because you're getting older, and you could be breaking limbs, for God's sakes, or slamming doors in your face where opportunities could be. So that's what I feel about the Queen of Swords.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but
And the Queen of Swords. Oh, sorry, Pavlina.
no, don't worry. It's like the fool with the sun. It's showing the person could have a serious tantrum, right? Because the
Yes.
child is like, yes, I'm the fool. That's the passion, and then when you're obstacle, oh yes, I'm full with the child inside of me. So that could be the tantrum. And Queen of Swords is like, get your life in order. receive the order, right? Channel the order.
With the position of the Queen of Swords, you see, because the outcome, she's facing the outcome. She's looking into the future, you could say, for that position. She needs to think about her future and plan for the future. That's her speaking to herself. Now, come on now, take things seriously, steer them in the right direction. Think about your future when you get older. And by doing so, it's going to work out because you see, there's the star.
And isn't that interesting? I feel like with the star, it's, you know, the woman is nude, which means that that person still has that passion, but it's more balanced because they got the foot in the water and they got the foot in the on the land, and they got the stars above them. So to me, it's more blessed in many respects. It's not just it's a more balanced scenario because they still have not forfeited who they are as a person to achieve what they want in their life. They haven't forfeited their passion.
You know
That's what I'm
what?
picking up.
You know what's so interesting about Queen of Swords come to the star is when you receive the channeling, you're channeling something, you just send something out to universe or channeling some energy, it becomes the stars. So it's like connection with the astrology there, right? So it could be indication of the cycle ending and starting something new. You know, you're no more child anymore. You are more control, as you mentioned as well, Susan.
You're a nude adult versus a nude child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have you noticed that we moved from sun to star?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
And I think that's interesting because the sun is the ego, the exhibitionist. Here I am. Look how wonderful I am. I think part of what this person is doing in this immature way is to show himself, is to show off. Pavlina mentioned tantrums. Tantrums is a type of a show off, right? A negative one, but it's a type of a show off. And the star is not about show off. The star is about, as Greg said, you know, things will continue. Your life will continue. You will live many, many years, and you have to preserve yourself. Look, the water is being reused. Look at that. I mean, it goes to the ground, it goes to the soil, and then it returns to the river, and then it goes to the soil again. So he has to think that he's not a kid and that he has a long life ahead of him. So think about your objectives. What direction do you want your life to go to? I mean, stars usually show directions, right? For people who navigate. So, you know, make sure you know what you want to do with your life instead of just jumping here and there. Just make sure you have a plan. This person needs a plan. The previous person, the previous spread didn't. It had too many plans. This one has absolutely none. So make sure you know what you want to do, what direction you want to take. And you can still, you know, remain exposed, but still, I mean, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So more questions. Greg, do you have any?
Sure.
Yeah, we do. We've got a zombie one.
Oh, no.
And this one speaks of what wants to unearth and should be avoided. So what wants to unearth and should be avoided? Zombie. And the positions are past, triggering return, and how to avoid the return. So it's the past, triggering return, and how to avoid the return. So we have 8 of Wands. Mm-hmm.
And another
3 of
one.
Wands.
Another one.
Mm. And 5 of Coins.
Jesus.
Okay.
Well, you have to lock it in the library or check. It's
Yeah.
like Ghostbusters, right? They look like the ghost in the library, I think.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, but I see money here. I know,
Uh-huh.
I know it's wands, and wands are not money, wands are energy, wands are passion, wands are this and that. But I see family or friends coming at you for help and money, financial help, and you're taking some into account and helping them out and helping them ground themselves. But now you have to play poor. You have to say, listen, I'm broke, man. I used to have money,
Yeah.
but now I cannot
Pre-poverty.
help you. Yeah, I really cannot help you. I'm paying rent. I bought a new car. I just can't help you. Just go look for someone else to help you with your finances because mine are kaput. So
Mhm.
just forget
Do,
about. Look for someone else. Look for someone else.
but do you think that could be as well look for financial advisor and invested in stock market?
It could be. I don't know how it would fit the how to avoid the return
Yeah.
of people asking for help. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, it could be investment, it could be many things. But the word help came to my mind. I mean, people, all of a sudden everybody says, "Oh, he has money, he has means, I don't know, maybe you inherited a good amount and people asked for help and you were kind enough to take some people into account and help them. And now, everybody knows that you're sweet and kind, so everybody wants you to help them, and you can just say, well, no, enough is enough. Now things are different now.
Mm.
So what I pick up, I see the past coming back because they're taught it's for the past.
Uh-huh.
So the past
Uh-huh.
keeps coming back. The person is there once again thinking, oh my God, now he has to deal with that same friggin' past issue, right? And
Uh-huh.
this is where it's saying how to avoid the return. It's saying to basically, he's got, it's an attitudinal thing, I think, here, is saying you've got to just put it away. You've got to not have the pity party.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm feeling like. Don't go into this pity party about your past coming back and I got to do this. It's like, no, you don't have to do anything.
Uh-huh.
And that's how you avoid that return.
Yeah. You could also see the Five of Pentacles, not necessarily as a Five of Pentacles, but having cold feet, because these people are not wearing shoes. So it might be that the person doesn't want to deal with things, as you said, things coming from the past. But you have to. It might be that some things were left undealt with or were left abandoned and they have to be dealt with. And you're beginning to have cold feet and you shouldn't have cold feet. You should simply, just walk on ice and handle this and go get help if you need, but deal with them. It really depends on how you feel about these three cards.
Yeah. I think it's as well when you look at those cards, like from 8 to 3, right?
To 5.
5, right? This is the struggle of the decision, right? Person is starting out, okay, I'm doing this, but in the middle, like, no, I'm not doing it yet, right? So in the end, the result is 5 of coins.
Mm-hmm.
It could be about, as well as we mentioned, the money, but as well, it could be about the project or something they want to do, and they started,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're in stagnant time, and that's how to avoid the return. Just look, you can finish it, you can do it.
I think it's interesting to note that when you add up the cards, you get the Tower. So it's for them to avoid this constant eruption of, having to deal with the Tower, which is constant eruption of things. I think that's what the past is saying, like you're always dealing in a crisis or whatever, and it says, no, you need to stop doing that. You have to change your life, your attitude, your understanding of your life.
Mhm.
Susan, sorry, I'm so sorry, but there is
The mic.
really something. Would you do something happening in your background, and it's really making the noise.
Is this better?
Okay, so
Is this better?
yeah, it's something in the background. It's not microphone. Was something like
Yeah,
yeah.
they had a plane and they had someone was running something here.
Oh,
So
I see.
I've turned it down.
No, don't
I
worry,
even
don't
turned it
worry.
on.
Fine, fine. I was just thinking if it's not something happening in your. Yeah, fine. Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Now it's again happening.
Now?
No, it's okay. Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's your chair, I think.
Okay.
I don't know how this thing happened because we couldn't hear it before.
I don't know either. There was some sounds happening, and I guess the mic picked them up.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let's go.
I hear a dog now.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's go
Okay.
more then.
Yep.
Did we finish the question?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, Greg, more questions?
We can do. Monsters. Monsters. We've got a monsters one. And it's fears to let go of. R.I.P. Or what has ended. So, fears to let go of. R.I.P. What has ended. This is a monsters question. And we have
Greg, R.I.P. is something else, Greg.
say that again,
R.I.P.
Anna.
Monsters is one spread. R.I.P. is
R.I.P. is a
another
new
spread.
question.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry about that. Cut
It's
it out.
okay.
Rewind.
So,
Thank you for the
yeah.
assistance. That makes
That's
more
Yeah,
okay.
sense.
for the best assistant here.
Yeah. So
Yes, thank you
monsters
for that.
is, you're right, it's fears to let go of, and then you have
How
fears
to
to let
face
go
them.
of, how to face them, and life going forward.
And what
Yes.
was
That's what
the
monsters is
question?
all about.
And the question was fears, monsters,
Fears
to let go
to
of.
let go of. Yeah.
Yes. What else?
Okay.
Okay. Oh my
So,
God, I'm scared now.
fears to let go of. Okay, we've got
Uh,
three positions. Fears to let go of, how to face them, and life going forward.
oh.
Uh-huh. And we have Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Magician. That's so. Fears to let go of, we have the Queen of Wands. That's a tough one because the Queen of Wands I always thought was fearless. She's brave, isn't she?
Well, it could be a person. I immediately
Could
saw
be a
this as an
mother.
abusive mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, an abusive
Yeah.
mother or
Ah.
authoritarian
Yeah.
mother
Yeah.
figure. It doesn't have to be a woman, but it's
Yeah.
a mother figure who is super authoritarian and might cause you, fear or discomfort or something like that.
They could be very loving, but at the same time they're very interfering and controlling.
Yeah, overwhelming too.
Mm.
With their
Overwhelming.
Yeah, or Queen of Wands is very flashy, so it might be a mother that overshadows her daughter or son. I mean, she's so famous, she's so bubbly that nobody really knows who her children are. Oh, your mother is such and such. They don't even know the name of their children, of her children. Like for example, actors. Oh, you're such and such, such a whatever. You're John's son, but they don't know the name. It's when a person is so famous and so adored that the kids get they get forgotten.
But you know what? What I can see here. What about if the person who's asking the question is a teenager, and teenager is about
Okay.
to university, right? So they have
Mm-hmm.
fear to let go their mom, who's Queen of Wands,
Could
right?
be.
And
Yeah.
how they can face them? Well, they have to be showing like, yes, I'm teenager. I own this world,
Yeah.
and I can
Mm-hmm.
grow up, and I
Yeah.
can how to avoid the return is like master it, master the things I'm
Yeah. Be the
thinking about.
magician. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do things by yourself. But still, I agree with you. But still, the Queen of Wands
yeah,
represents a person here.
yeah,
It
yeah.
it does represent a person, right? It's not really only an energy. Here, I see it as a person, but somebody else can see something completely different here. What
Oh
do you
yeah, it's a
see here, Greg?
person. I agree.
Greg, do
Yeah,
you see a person too or an
Yeah,
energy?
no, I see a person.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
Because it could be an energy, and if it is an energy, without making too many assumptions, is it psychological or what it is? But no, the Queen of Wands to me is a person. It's a physical thing. It's tangible. So to me that is like an authority figure, definitely. I wouldn't assume that it's the mother or anything. It could be a partner, could be their boss. Um, but yeah, it's still a person for me. And then if you want to ask how to face them, well, speak your mind and defend yourself and use whatever you can to put yourself to the advantage. So some planning would be involved. And because it's the page of swords, even if you're young or you feel you don't have the knowledge or the experience or whatever it takes to stand up for yourself, that's not true. You just have to do it anyway, even though you feel that way. And again, use things to your advantage because he's standing on a hill. Use whatever advantages you can, but you need to stand up for yourself. The Page of Swords is a person that stands up for themselves verbally.
mhm,
Whereas the Seven of Wands is more physical. The Page of Swords is more verbal. But you've got to be quite brave because it's the page, right? It speaks of immaturity or inexperience or youth. But still, regardless of all of that, you need to stand your ground, so to speak. That would be you just got to literally face them. You see, he's facing the wind. Don't worry about the obstacles. You just got to face them. That's it. And life going forward, it'll do you good because you're the magician is the Page of Swords after he's got all the necessary experience in life.
yeah.
You become the magician, and the magician knows all his tools. He's very good at them and uses minimum tools.
Mhm.
He's like the magician,
It's a sign of maturity, don't you think?
definitely, because yes,
Yeah.
because he can use all his tools efficiently and effectively. See, the Page of Swords only has a sword. He's not very good with it at the moment either. Whereas the magician performs magic with his sword. And he's got numerous. He's got sword, he's got coins, he's got cups, he's got wands. And that's where you will get in life if you have to stand up for yourself. So I would say to this person, you really need to stand up for yourself. Don't put up with whatever's abuse or
Yep.
manipulating you. You need to speak up, even if you feel you don't have the experience to do it. You need to do it.
But I like the magician in the end.
Lovely ending, but they've got to stand up for themselves.
Yes. Yes.
Because again, the middle card, it's all about that middle card. If he doesn't do that, then he may not become the magician.
Mhm.
So that tells me if he stands up for himself, it's going to work out for the better.
Yeah. Okay, so what more questions or
Yes, we do.
more comments on this?
Yes, anyone else?
No, I agree with
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
Greg has said here.
Mhm.
Self-mastery.
Self-mastery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, in the end.
Yeah.
You see, he's facing forward, but he's looking backwards. He knows where he wants to go. You see, because he was facing to the right, but yet looking behind him to the left. The
Okay, so what's the second
Page of
question?
Swords. The second question is R.I.P,
Mm-hmm.
which is what has ended.
What has ended?
Oh,
Yeah, and we've got three positions for that. It's who or what is the situation, which is normally always good to find out. Who or what is the situation? Why isn't it at rest? And how to put it to rest.
Mm.
So R.I.P. Who or what is the situation? Why isn't it at rest? And how to put it at rest. So this would be something that's probably hindering you in your life. So we've got the High Priestess. We've got Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands. High Priestess, Three of Wands, and the Eight of Wands.
Those two cards are stalking us.
So what is the
Mhm.
situation? Hmm.
Three of Wands and Eight of Wands.
So what is the situation?
I think it's an inner search.
Yeah, it's more of a
Because you've
spiritual
got,
thing, isn't it?
yeah, it's more of a spiritual thing, looking to find out who they are and, finding out why am I here? What am I meant to be doing in this lifetime? They're going within themselves, doing it very much an inner search, saying, who am I? And going deep within to search out, okay, who am I? And that's why, like, you get the Three of Wands there, like, which is what isn't at rest. So it's like that they're standing on that premise, like they're on that hill looking out over, and they're saying, well, why am I feeling so restless? Why am I having this inner fight within myself? And how do you put it for rest? It's saying you got to go out there. You just got to step forward, because whatever you do, right or wrong, all you can do is just take a risk to find out, like to start a journey, to an inner journey. Maybe, go go visit go on a spiritual journey. Go, it doesn't have to be big, but you could, I mean, there's many different spiritual journeys. You could go in Europe and walk that path and just be alone with yourself. But it's saying, like, I think you need to take steps. You need to move back, like step off where you are with the Three of Wands and step forward and move, and you will find your answers. What is it that the saying is, life is a journey? That's what this is. Life is a journey. You need to start it. Instead of pondering it within yourself, you need to start taking risks, or if not risks, at least, you know, sign up for things to self-explore.
Yeah. You see, when you saw the cards, I didn't think it was a work issue or relationship issue. This is something about the inner. It's the High Priestess. It's like soul searching, or even psychology, how you're thinking inside. But it's about, for me, in this particular situation, this person is on a spiritual journey, and I would say they're probably on a path of learning esoteric knowledge, and they're absolutely passionate about it, and that's what they're currently doing at the moment. Now, the reason it's not addressed is because when you start to learn knowledge, you start to realize the more you know, the less you know. The more you learn, the more you realize, the less you know. And this is becoming a problem for the person. So they're a bit all over the place. And I would say that you need to plan and just face things and watch things coming to fruition. So when you put efforts in, choose don't try to do too much. Limit yourself on the things you do. And when you put the efforts in, watch to see the results, and you will see the results. And where are you, when you're getting the results and where you get the results is the direction you would need to travel in. And focus on the knowledge that you know and what you feel good about and what you know, because you're starting to realize there's lots of information there. And for the outcome going forward, it's the Eight of Wands, because you've adopted this new, let's call it a strategy, let's say. The things you're looking for will be much more easier to see. They will flow in better. They will, what is the word I'm trying to say? It will come in a lot more clearly and more organized, and the flow will be there. It'll be less all over the place. So realize that there's such a lot to learn. Focus on what you like and love. Just focus on that. Watch the results, and you'll be steered in the right direction, and you'll see everything will flow. You'll actually be able to get more done, learn more in the future if you take this approach. But it definitely speaks to me of a spiritual journey for some reason.
Yeah.
Uh,
What about if the high priestess is not just that spirituality, but she is holding the secrets, right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe what's ended, the secret will be revealed, right?
Mm.
Because Eight of Wands are talking about how to put it in rest. It's outside, it's done, right? Now it's the way how to share the information. Is the information from High Priestess or somewhere else? We don't know, because it could be secret.
And high priestess information, not everybody's privy to her information. I always say, if you know the password, she'll let you peek behind the curtain. I say that about her.
Yeah. Do we have any more questions?
We do. We've got a cauldron one.
I think yes, okay.
That's
Calling it the
I think we're
cauldron.
fine.
Yeah, we've got one left, I think.
Oh, nice.
The
Okay.
cauldron. We're calling it the cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
What's cooking for you in the near future? How many
Ooh.
cards should we do?
So past, present, future, 3 cards.
We can do that.
It's near future, so no past.
Yeah.
Yes, that's probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay,
Yeah.
so 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, near future and far future. Will that do?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going for to the wedding?
Uh-huh.
Yes, it looks like one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a pregnancy card and then a wedding. Oh my word.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's very blunt. You're pregnant and you're going to get married.
Yes.
Jesus.
Bit of a life changer, that one.
Yes,
Well,
but
or you're
notice
moving
this.
to the
that it's-
countryside
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the Quint is 7 and Chariot, so
Mm.
there's a move going on there. And
Yeah.
both talk about a country. You know, there's lots of greenery around the Empress and moving to a bigger house. I like to see the Four of Wands as a house, as talking about a house. So maybe, you know, a move to the countryside, a successful move to the
Yeah.
countryside. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
she
join
could
the
be barefoot and pregnant right now, so she would need that house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm, a room for the baby.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
the Empress is joining her partner, you know, the family.
Mhm, could be two. Yeah. The two families are going to get together.
Yeah.
But in any case, the Four of Wands looks very promising. It's a very good card.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are nice cards, and the Four of Wands a happy card.
Mhm. And if you want, well, I sometimes read the Four of Wands as the bed. So, because of the Four of Wands, right?
Ah,
So be careful. Be careful. If you don't want to have a baby right now, be careful.
Yeah.
Yes, it could be like that too, because it'd be better if the Four of Wands was ahead of the Empress. It'd be more logical order if
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
talking about
instead,
pregnancy.
yeah, yeah, well, if you blend them, it doesn't really
But
make a
Yes.
difference, but
yeah. But
yeah.
maybe because the Empress is Venus, right? That's a possession and something what she wants. Maybe she's going to buy a new bed to the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be.
Could be new bed or new
Yeah,
furniture.
so she won't be out in the wilderness as an empress there in the nature.
Yes.
She may be living in a tent right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's called poster bed, right? Those beds with those
Yes. Yeah.
poles things, yeah. Yeah, it could be a warning, but we don't know. This is so subjective. If we're reading for, I don't know, a kid, pregnancy
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
be, yeah, wouldn't be, you
No.
know, so
Definitely.
well,
Well,
it
the
is a
it
empress
does.
to
generic
me is
question,
always,
in all
yeah,
fairness. It's like, what's cooking
Yeah,
for
it
you in the
is
near
very,
future?
yeah,
yeah,
it's very generic. Yeah. You
yeah.
don't know who's asking for it. If we were reading for an elderly person in their 70s, for example. Really.
You know, and normally if I do like a generic question, always for myself, I would say, what's the most important message or the most pertinent thing in their life that they need to know? Whether it's
Yeah.
important to them or
And
not.
also knowing who you're reading for.
Yeah.
That changes completely.
I mean, to
That
tell
makes
someone that there's a pregnancy might be an important thing to tell them. You know?
Yes,
mm-hmm.
definitely
Yeah.
this.
Life changing.
Mm-hmm. You can say that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we finished the questions, right?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
You will see us more on YouTube.
I hope the listeners read with us. And if they
Mhm.
have different interpretations, they could, add them to the comments. It's always fun to see how people see cards differently. It's
Yes.
fascinating, really.
Yes, comment what you see in the cards, how would you answer the questions as well.
Mm-hmm.
And see you more on YouTube, right? As well.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
It only makes our tarot card vocabulary larger.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, see you then. Yeah.
See ya.
Okay, thank you. Have fun. See you again soon.
See ya.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and